Do I really have to go into discussion on how shit the Eagles were? I want to die. That is all. What? Man, I ain't gotta do shit. And you can't make me either. Just fucking do it. Okay, fine. Alright, I'll do it. Oh, by the way, Death, where the fuck have you been? This week on Philly, Pit of Misery. After our loss to the Buccaneers last Thursday night, Nick Sirianni decided that he was going to have an evaluation of the offense during the mini bye week. He's been under fire because he's been pretty much god-awful all year. He seems like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's maturing slower than molasses in the wintertime, and a lot of times he seems to be in way over his head. And unsurprisingly, this fan base is already calling for his head. Although, let's be honest, they've been calling for his head since week 2. Jay Glazer gives his 2 cents on the situation. He does not believe he will be fired after this season. I'll tell you what, if we do fire him after the season, I would not feel bad at all. I'd be totally fine with that. But I'd also be totally fine with keeping him for another year, see what happens. But so far, it's not looking good. And the defense is also under fire because our linebackers are, to put it bluntly, pretty atrocious. And that's being kind. Someone made a comment on Twitter about the fact that these linebackers look like kickers playing the linebacker position. Zach Brown, for whatever reason, decided to chime in and just laugh. Keep in mind, this is a guy that hasn't been employed by the NFL in 2 years. And he was a shit here as all these linebackers are now. And just wondering and coming into this game against the Raiders, this was a must win. But before I bring that up, another interesting thing came up is an interesting tweet by Darren Sproles on last Thursday night. Keep in mind, he is a personnel consultant for the Eagles, and he tweeted, "Run the ball." What does that tell you? So, we're going into this game. It's a must-win. We start off by running down the field, Miles Sanders doing his thing, and a deep ball to Dallas Goedert to boot, and it eventually resulted in a Kenneth Gainwell touchdown. Good start, but we had hope for about one drive. Apparently, that was enough for this team because after the Raiders started pushing down the field, Sirianni, why the fuck did you accept that penalty when they were going to punt, and you almost gave up a touchdown as a result? Though we do get an interception, but and then Miles. No, not like this. Miles Sanders went down. And the worst part is it was by a horrific goddamn screenplay. It was a horrific play call that got him injured, and that's the part that infuriates me the most. From there, it was just pain, misery, torment, agony, irritation, humiliation. It's like, you had how long to prepare? And it's like, I believe we were going to win. I do take responsibility for believing we were going to win. I do take responsibility for that. But even if we weren't going to win, I would at least think we would make it competitive. I mean, Jesus Christ, we just got fucking smacked! This team just continues to make the same mistakes every week. Lack of discipline, making careless mistakes like penalties, drop balls, and terrible coaching and game planning. It's like Jalen Hurts is pretty awful. And that's being generous. And that's taking away from the garbage time plays. The questions just keep popping up. Can this team do anything right? Why aren't we using our running backs? Forget the running backs. Why aren't we using the tight ends? Dallas Goedert was a wrecking... Dallas Goedert did his freaking thing to set up our initial screen, and you only threw to him 2 other times. And he averaged like 22 yards a catch. What the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you utilizing the tight ends? Why the fuck can't the defense stop a tumbleweed? Why can't these linebackers goddamn tackle? What in the fuck is Sirianni doing besides trying to play Madden? I mean, thank God we have an easy schedule coming up, but Jesus, 2-5 is disappointing as hell. And I heard Lane Johnson exited the game. So, I don't know how long either one of those guys will be out for, if any time. If they're out for any point of the time, then let's just say this weak offense just got even weaker. I hate to say it, but this season's on life support. And don't count on this front office to do anything to save it. The false hope is gone. They'll probably start up some weird rumors about like Howie Roseman going to the Browns or something. Why the hell would he go there? I don't know, man. It's almost as if you got rid of the wrong people. I don't know. Let's just see what we do next week. I'm just gonna go. I go into every game with an open mind, as I always do. But Jesus Christ, is this alarming to see. Anyway, by the way, Death, since you're here, why don't you share a few words?
Thank you, Big D. Hold on, get the camera a little bit closer. Give me that. This team is really starting to piss me off. You better get it together next week. Especially the fact that you play on Halloween. If you screw this up, I'll be under your bed with a fucking meat cleaver, and when you go to your room, I'm gonna come out and...